Have you ever felt that your horse simply doesn't listen to you? That no matter how clearly you give a cue, he just does what he wants? The truth is, this isn't always stubbornness. It's often a lack of respect. Today, you'll discover the real signs that show when a horse has stopped respecting you, and most importantly, how to rebuild that respect in a calm and natural way. Throughout this video, we'll explore how respect develops inside a herd, what your horse truly sees when he looks at you, and we'll uncover a subtle, almost invisible sign that reveals the exact moment a horse begins to lose respect for a human. And if you love learning about horse behavior, psychology, and the human-equine bond, make sure to subscribe to Inside Horses. Your support helps this channel grow and inspires us to keep sharing knowledge that strengthens the partnership between horses and humans. Horses are herd animals. In the wild, they live in groups where each member has a clearly defined role, and leadership is not established through force, but through body language. The leader is not the most aggressive, but the calmest one, the one who stays grounded even when the herd faces danger. He doesn't shout or threaten. He leads through confidence and composure. The others naturally follow his energy and direction. When a horse enters human life, he brings this same instinctive structure with him. Every time you interact with your horse, he silently asks the question, "Who's leading here?" If he senses hesitation, tension, or inconsistency in your actions, he'll take charge, not out of defiance, but because in his world, someone must lead for the group to feel safe. To a horse, respect is measured by your energy, consistency, and spatial awareness. He watches how you move, how you breathe, how you use your eyes, and even how you stand. Everything you do sends him a message. A horse that doesn't respect a person will crowd into their space, push with his shoulder, ignore halting cues, or turn his hindquarters away as a subtle dismissal. Each of these gestures is a small test of boundaries. On the other hand, a respectful horse maintains a soft focus, moves in harmony with you, and responds lightly to your cues. His trust shows in his relaxed body and calm eyes. The biggest misconception among horse owners is confusing fear with respect. A frightened horse may obey quickly, but his eyes are wide, his muscles are tight, and his breathing is shallow. He's complying out of self-preservation, not trust. A truly respectful horse, however, moves calmly with balance and willingness because he feels safe in your leadership. Modern equine science has shown that horses read human body language in astonishing detail. Studies by experts like Temple Grandin and Dr. Sue McDonald reveal that horses can detect subtle muscle tension, changes in breathing, and even micro-expressions on a person's face. Their survival instincts are built around constant observation. They notice everything, from the tilt of your shoulders to the rhythm of your steps. This sensitivity is why a calm, grounded person can make an anxious horse relax without saying a word, while a tense or frustrated human can trigger nervous behavior in seconds. To a horse, communication is not about words or commands. It's about the energy you carry in every movement. Here's something most people don't realize. A horse doesn't lose respect overnight. It happens slowly, through small behaviors that often go unnoticed. And here's the surprising part. A horse can respect you one day and lose that respect the next, even if nothing seems to have changed. There's one subtle behavior that reveals exactly when this shift begins, and we'll get to that soon. But first, we need to understand why it happens in the first place. In a herd, one horse tests another to see if he's still confident enough to lead. It might be a small nudge, a change of direction, or taking the lead position. It's nature's way of maintaining order. With humans, the same rule applies. Your horse constantly checks if you're still consistent. If today you're firm, but tomorrow you hesitate, he reads that energy and concludes that leadership is up for grabs. And this is where the subtle sign appears, when you approach and your horse doesn't even look at you. If he keeps grazing, turns his body away, or swings his hindquarters in your direction, that's his way of saying, "You don't matter in my world right now." From that point on, if nothing changes, small acts of defiance start to appear, ignoring commands, pushing into you, refusing to move, or even attempting to nip. The good news is respect can always be rebuilt, and you don't be forced to do it. Start by reestablishing clear spatial boundaries. When your horse crowds you, take a step toward him and calmly ask him to back up. When he loses focus, redirect him gently until his attention returns to you. These aren't acts of dominance. They're moments of clarity. You're reminding him that your space deserves respect and that he can trust your direction. When working around horses, your body becomes your most powerful tool. Keep your movements slow and deliberate. Quick, sharp gestures can feel like a predator's motion to a prey animal. Avoid staring directly into your horse's eyes for too long. In the wild, that kind of focus is often a sign of threat. Instead, use soft eyes, a calm gaze that takes in the whole body rather than locking onto one spot. Pay attention to your breathing. When you exhale slowly and deeply, your horse will often mirror that rhythm, lowering his head and relaxing his muscles. Your posture also speaks volumes. Standing tall but relaxed shows quiet confidence, while slouching or fidgeting signals uncertainty. The secret is coherence. When your body, breath, and intention align, your horse feels it instantly and begins to trust your leadership. Horses thrive on predictability. They feel safe when they know what to expect from you. The ideal leader is firm but kind, calm but consistent. And remember, in the wild, the lead horse isn't the strongest. It's the one who stays calm when others panic. If you can be that presence, your horse will naturally follow your lead. Respect begins in the human's mind. If you approach your horse filled with frustration, anxiety, or fear, he'll feel it instantly. Before every session, take a moment to breathe deeply. Relax your shoulders, move slowly and deliberately. The less tension you carry, the more confidence your horse will sense. Your horse mirrors your energy. If you are calm, he'll soften. If you're angry, he'll brace. If you're inconsistent, he'll become unsure. The way you feel becomes the way he behaves. I once had an unforgettable experience with a horse that was donated to us. His name was Sheriff, a large, powerful black and white pinto with one of the strongest personalities I've ever met. He wasn't mean, but he was stubborn and constantly testing boundaries. Whenever someone tried to ride him in the arena, he would pretend to swat a fly from his belly and suddenly drop to the ground to roll, forcing whoever was on his back to jump off quickly. So I decided to work with him using the join-up method to establish our hierarchy and mutual understanding. Usually, most horses I'd worked with before took 5 to 20 minutes to join up. But with Sheriff, I remember it took more than half an hour. Every time I released the pressure to give him a chance to approach me, he would look away, almost mocking me, and drift off to the side. Finally, after many rounds of pressure and release, Sheriff stopped, turned toward me, and walked straight up, choosing to follow me freely around the arena. That moment reminded me that every horse has a unique personality and rhythm, and it's our job to recognize it, adapt, and find the balance in each relationship. After several more sessions, Sheriff's behavior improved day by day. Once he clearly understood that in our herd of two, I was the leader and he was the follower, everything changed. From that point on, he respected our bond, and our time together became harmonious and full of trust. True leadership is quiet. It's not about domination, it's about trust. Fear pushes horses away. Respect draws them in. A horse who fears you obeys only to avoid punishment. A horse who respects you responds with willingness, even joy, because he feels safe under your guidance. Respect is trust in motion, a partnership, not submission. And once that bond is built, something incredible happens. Your horse begins to cooperate not because he must, but because he wants to. Respect isn't given, it's earned through consistency, calmness, and clarity. Every moment you spend with your horse is a conversation. Every cue, every look, every pause, he's reading it all. And when you become that steady, fair, confident presence, he'll respond with loyalty and trust that words can't describe. If this video helped you better understand your horse's behavior, Subscribe to Inside Horses for more insights on equine behavior, psychology, and training. And share your experience in the comments. Have you ever had a horse test your leadership? How did you rebuild trust and respect? Your story might help someone else create a stronger, more peaceful bond with their horse, built on respect, not fear.